Welcome to our presentation of our case study report on Harley Davidson. This is the structure of our presentation. Harley Davidson is a very well known, you can even say iconic motorcycle brand. Its headquarters is located in Milwaukee, USA, but it operates all over the globe. Unfortunately, recent changes in the USA's foreign policy have brought big challenges to the company. Additionally, other motorcycle brands keep developing themselves and intensively compete for more market share. The aim of this presentation is to evaluate which approach the CEO should take for the firm's growth strategy and give a recommendation on how to grow sales and increase the stock share price. We thoroughly analyzed Harley Davidson's environment with different models to see where the challenges and opportunities of the company lay. A very critical point is the political situation. Harley Davidson should try to maintain a good relationship with the Trump administration, but should not ignore to expand its operations globally. Due to the pulling of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, exporting motorcycles has become very expensive for Harley Davidson. We noticed that Harley Davidson's products have reached a maturity stage and therefore need to be innovated. Important is to align these changes, especially with the growing expectations of millennials and the Generation Z, since their main target group, the baby boomers, becomes smaller in number every year. This would mean that the bikes have to be designed more affordable, differentiated, and customized. We believe that since the company's loyal customers were predominantly white males, that women, African American, and Hispanic people should be considered in the development process as well. Obviously, there are not only challenges. One of the main opportunities we see in the recent technological developments. The company could use its incredible international network to access the latest technology and apply it to their products, such as big data, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things. The situation regarding the low exchange rates have made it very attractive for Europeans to buy American motorcycles. Therefore, Harley Davidson has seen an increasing demand from that region. Even though the strict regulatory framework makes it difficult for the company to increase business sales abroad, there is great potential for Harley Davidson in Europe and Asia. We can put Harley Davidson's business into a domestic and global context to better understand their current situation. From a domestic perspective, we have the America First policy from Trump. This policy is aiming to make US companies set up their value production chain in its home country. That has led to a lot of tension between the government and the business community because it would tremendously affect the production costs and margins. However, Trump is trying to enforce this policy by attacking non-complying companies through social media. This has led to a negative reaction in the stock market price and major setbacks for strategic expansion plans. In addition to all of that, a domestic competitor has recently started a price war in order to increase their sales. We can analyze Harley Davidson's circumstances in a global context as well. Globally, it can be expected that the motorcycle manufacturing will most likely adapt the use of new technology in order to improve the quality and experience of a bike ride. Harley Davidson should not ignore that aspect if they do not want to fall behind the competition. Furthermore, the world population is becoming increasingly eco-friendly. Therefore, the development and manufacturing of their products will have to increase their focus on environmentally friendly techniques. In general, international expansion implicates for a firm's growth strategy to deepen their business activities across borders. The promotion of further trade liberalization as well as strong relationships with the trade countries are crucial for Harley Davidson international growth strategy. Especially after they realized that they had decreasing sales in the USA, they relocated their production to the BRIC countries in 2009. However, Trump and his government have had a huge impact on Harley Davidson with the end of the TPP. This meant that there would not be any further reductions for the high tariff barriers into those BRIC countries. The already mentioned aggressive Twitter rants by the President of the USA apply the pressure to not follow an expansion strategy. To conclude, foreign policies and the company's expansion strategies are not always aligned with each other because in the end of the day, they may have different targets to reach. However, They do certainly influence each other's strategy and behavior. The evaluation of this case shows that all these four factors influence Harley Davidson. For example, the policymakers that try to strengthen the domestic economy while negatively impacting the expansion strategies of some companies, or a new potentially huge market with a young, diverse target group that, however, firstly needs for the value proposition to be adapted. So, even though there is a lot of pressure from the Trump administration, we do recommend Harley Davidson to optimize its supply chain with global expansion. We believe that production facilities in developing markets like Europe and Asia are cost-saving and their demand is rising. Additional benefits would be that the company could reach its target group quickly and without high import costs. We believe as well that environmental trends are of high relevance and could have a positive effect on the company's brand if implemented into its product. We are convinced that with this strategy, the CEO can win over shareholders and bring about an upward trend to the share price. Thank you very much for listening, and if you need some more information, please check our report.